this lesson will teach you how to divide a line into equal-sized odd number of pieces. Okay, this is a skill that we're going to be using the entire year, and it's very important to learn it right away instead of waiting till the last moment. So what we do is first we take our line and we draw a line that's perpendicular to that given line, and it's extremely important that we have it at the absolute end of the line. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to look at how many pieces we need. It says 9 equal parts. Okay, now our piece of paper is fairly small, what we have room for, so we're not going to be able to fit 9 inches into this angle. So with our scale, in taking the inch measurements, we're going to actually turn this one rotation and then turn it around. Okay, based off of experience from previous years teaching this, the 3/8 inch scale is actually the really helpful one for this particular handout. What this means is in architecture, instead of drawing 1 foot equals a foot, for every 3/8 inch, that's going to equal a foot on a drawing. Okay, in our case, we're going to be using this scale measurement to help us divide this line into 9 equal sized parts. Okay, if we're looking at this 0, and that goes 14 to 13, what we're actually going to do is be counting backwards. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This bigger size 10 is actually a 9 on that 3/8 inch scale. So I'm going to put the number of parts that I want on the very edge of line AB. The 0, I'm going to make sure that it is on that vertical line that I drew. So it's going to take a little bit of wiggling, a little bit of movement, just to make sure that we're at the absolute edges. So now I have my version of a 9, because that's the number of parts that I want, and I have the 0 here. So at each of those points, I'm going to use a pen so you can see this. I'm going to make a dot at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's important that you do a dot instead of a slash, because at each of those dots we're going to be using a line and dropping it straight down, okay, perpendicular to the given line, and we're going to drop it right down at each of those points. So now if you look at it, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spaces. Okay, I can tell I have this line off a little bit because that's a little bit more narrow and this is wider. So I would want to go back and erase that and then make sure I measured my dot correctly. But that's 9 even spaces.